early 2012.
So that's pretty much.
Yeah.
That's actually the next thing I was gonna get into. Like, when did you like fully start? Like
January 2012, I started taking it serious.
2002. So that's almost like.
I got
6 years. That's almost 6 years.
Yeah,
it's November now.
Yeah, I got Dopant tattooed on my back with that date, January 12th. Yeah. So yeah, that was the day I started taking it seriously, and then you know, a year and a half later, I got a call from Dopant Beats. He produced why am I forgetting the name? It was like a huge hit.
Word.
He produced Pop That, French Montana across Lil Wayne.
Oh, nah, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, it's still even if you listen to it now, it's still a fucking great.
You play that in any New York City club right now, it's still probably going on.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like hot niggas.
Exactly. His little cousin found one of the beats that had like 150K views on my YouTube channel.
Word.
Because then it was like a snowball effect. Once I started being more consistent and putting out more beats, then it was just like more subscribers, more
once
views.
You started going hard, dropping shit all the time, more and more people noticed.
Yeah, because they saw consistency.
Word.
So they would consistently come to my channel for good music, you know what I'm saying? So when I think it was like a J. Cole type beat, because it was like a really slow piano based or sample based beat.
Yeah.
And he called me and he was like, I'm in the studio at Ace right now, send me the stems. I'm like, what? I was only junior in high school.
Damn.
So I was like, what the fuck? Okay, I will, obviously.
I would be like, why
so
not?
I was like, I sent some, and this was the first time I sent stems to anybody, so I had to Google all that shit and like do it through Google Drive instead of Dropbox or anything. Like WeTransfer, anything easier than that. So when I did that, I was like, all right, this is a lost cause. But then, like a half year later, he dropped like my Bugatti. ASAP was fucking on top of the world, and World Star had came out with a vlog of what he was doing for his press tour for his new album that was coming up. First thing that I heard was my beat come on. I'm like, holy shit! Now that's some validation that I'm actually on the album, because once you're in the industry, it's super ambiguous. Like when I make a placement, I can find out the day the fucking album comes out. You know what I'm saying? Word. Which is stupid. It's stupid. I should know. That sometimes it depends, but like sometimes, like when I produce for Kevin Gates and SD, like he used to, and Chief Keef. Yeah. Fucking when I produced for those people, the song just came out. And I was like, okay, I made the beat. This is weird, but this is cool though. So then the album came out. I produced Hope. It was track number 9. That was my first ever official placement. I got it framed. I got the CD flap framed in my room.
So that was basically like when you first started getting recognition.
Yeah, honestly, if I had never gotten that placement, I don't think that I'd be working, because like I still needed that push, because I was doing it for a year and a half. I saw nothing from it, and I was like what is my financial gain from doing this every day after school instead of hanging out with my friends? You know what I'm saying? So it was just like it definitely gave me a lot of ambition, drive, and hope for the future of being a music producer. And then especially what gave me more of that was a couple years later, my freshman year of college. Well, everyone was bumping that song too, even though it was like kind of a slow song. He talks about his one of his twins had died. So it's pretty. It's a very touching song, but everyone was bumping it and buying it, and you know.
And did they know you produced it?
Yeah, it's right in the flap. It says written by Evan Turner, produced by Dopant Beats. So it was crazy. I bought all the copies from Target. Me and my boys that I didn't have in the
That's crazy.
But yeah,
that's what's up.
Yeah, so
that's what's up.
Then when I was in college, my freshman year, I was producing every day, because freshman year of college I found kind of easy. I mean, you have a lot of free time at least. So
freshman year is the easiest year.
Yeah. So every day I'd be producing. Then I got an email from Chris Garrett, who's Sean Garrett's son. Sean Garrett's produced over 50 number ones. He sings too, but he's mostly a songwriter and producer. So his son, Chris, he's about a year younger than me, so he's like my age. He emailed me, he was like, yo, my dad wants to talk to you. What's your number? I emailed him my number. I'm at Marshall's or something with like a couple of my friends picking up like some shit, like underwear, whatever.
Yeah.
So whatever the fuck you get at Marshall's, because I specifically remember this moment. I got a call from an Atlanta number, and it was like, yo, it's Sean, and I could barely fucking hear anything because of the elevator music in the background and like the cars going and shit.
Yeah.
So I just ran to the home goods section, sat on the couch, and I just talked to Sean, and he was like, yo, we really fuck with your stuff, like with your shit. Come to New York. So I went to New York with my dad because he wanted to meet my dad just to know what he was kind of dealing with.
Yeah.
When I was in New York, he met me at a hotel lobby. He was in the hotel lobby in New York, and you know, me and Sean just chopped it up, talked about music and, you know, what my goals were for the future. And, you know, he signed me about a month later after that. And then the rest is history. We worked with another sign label, or another artist on the same label, Avery Wilson. He was on the place, super talented kid. And then right now I'm working on Sean Garrett's actual album because he sings too. Obviously, he just came out with a single with Lil Yachty. It's called Look on Your Face, and me and Sean actually just came out with another single too. So that's on Sean's SoundCloud. You also check that out. And we wrote and produced Keke Palmer's song called Doubtful. She made a music video off of it, so it's super creative. Y'all should go check that out too.